Before I start the video, I just want to say that I do know that the devs won't be adding shotguns into the game due to balancing reasons, but if they were added into the game, this is how I would see it handled. Also know that I'm not claiming to be smarter than the devs, nor am I saying that shotguns must be added into the game. Everyone knows that shotguns are a standard in shooter games, but are an issue in PvP games due to having a near instant time to kill, being both effective aggressively and defensively, having little to no counterplay other than positioning and having the hindsight to not mindlessly push someone that has a shotgun. The devs are justified in being hesitant in adding shotguns into the game, though I believe there is a potential way to include them. I believe that shotguns should be a secondary, low capacity, with slow handling stats. Considering what shotguns to put into the game, a sawed-off double barrel and a Serbu shorty are perfect candidates. They are both compact enough to be secondaries, both low capacity, with the double barrel obviously holding 2 shells, and the Serbu shorty being able to hold 3 to 4 shells, so you can't take down half a squad even if they are unaware of you. As to what class should have the shotguns, I would say support should have them. As opposed to shotguns being used as a tool for aggression, shotguns in this game would serve a defensive and supportive role, mainly used to hold an angle against weakened enemies or to quickly soften up multiple targets. I know some would say just use your primary, it's just much better considering you have the ammo capacity to deal with multiple targets, or just use a Unica or Deagle, but I like having options. Having options adds variety into gunfights. As for what the stats would look like, here's how I would see them. First, let's lay out the stats for the double barrel. I would give it a time to kill of about 160 milliseconds, a reload speed of 2 seconds per shell, with a pellet spread effective at 2-shotting at around 4 to 5 meters. For reference, the Deagle has a time to kill of 140 milliseconds, so the 160 seems pretty reasonable. Not sure what the damage profile would look like per pellet because I'm pretty bad at math, but the only time these shotguns should be able to one-shot is if the target is obviously at low health or most of the pellets hit the head. Alright, next up let's talk about the shorty. It would have a slightly slower time to kill at 200 milliseconds while having to press M1 to pump the shotgun like chambering around for the snipers. It would have a reload speed of 1.75 seconds per shell and a larger spread compared to the double barrel, having a 2-shot range of about 3 to 4 meters. This would be pretty good for quickly weakening multiple enemies grouped together for your friendlies to finish them off, emphasizing the supporting capabilities of, you guessed it, the support class. For both of the shotguns, I would say that the pellets would have a velocity of 350. They would both have fixed spray pattern for consistency, and a aim down sight time slightly slower than the snipers. Also, I want to point out that even though it's shown in game, it's not being currently used, but there is a armor damage stat for all the guns. And I don't know, it would be pretty interesting if there was a damage penalty against armor, probably like medium and stronger, if like all the pellets land on the armor, but if you get any like limb shots, it would still be 2-shot, but like on armor it would be like 3 or more shots. Also, slug rounds aren't really necessary, as like the Unica, the Deagle, and the RSH like are already in the game, and they pretty much serve the same purpose as like slug rounds. I just want to say that this video isn't trying to show the definite most balanced stats for shotguns, but it's more of an idea as to what role they would play and what scenarios they would be most effective in. The devs have their reasons as to not add shotguns, but I'm just presenting a hypothetical for discussion purposes. This is the part where I bait you for interactions by asking for your thoughts in the comments. The larger Battlebit community seems to over-exaggerate the impossibility of adding shotguns, but I just want to see if anyone has any ideas attempting to go against that common sentiment. But yeah, if you finish this video, thank you for watching.